With TQC, we all get together to talk over our work. For an inexperienced salesperson like me, it's a good chance to learn from more experienced people. I can put it to use in my own sales effort, so it's really helpful.
This Toyota service center has 2 QC circles. This mechanic is a member of one of the teams.
The way we used to do inspections was for each mechanic to go and get the tools he needed to do each part of the job. But that meant that we spent a lot of our time just moving tools around. We wondered if we couldn't cut down on that somehow. Then we came up with the idea of installing the tools in each place as necessary.
How much time do you save?
I think we save about 10 minutes on each 12-month inspection.
Total quality control is used throughout a broad range of Japanese businesses. At this dry cleaning plant in Tokyo, full-time employees are involved, and part-time workers are encouraged to participate.
Workers can bring all their individual problems here and talk about them. They develop a sense of shared experience and work out solutions to the problems, too. This has greatly improved communication. And in the service industry, when harmony improves, quality improves, too. So I think it has been effective in that respect.
In recent years, quality control methods have also been introduced into the service industries. Here in Tokyo's Esquire Club, employees recite the day's QC motto.
How can we prepare and deliver the food more smoothly and without errors? I guess that's the kind of thing that QC circles are mainly concerned with. Establishments where the manager or the employees are enthusiastic about quality control circles do actually get better results. It becomes more and more apparent.
The all-Toyota annual athletic meet is an important part of the company's TQC methods. Toyota's philosophy is that a happy and efficient worker must be both mentally and physically fit. As on an athletic team, the QC circle depends on the full participation of each member. Many believe that restrictive job classifications and increased specialization inhibit the teamwork so essential to successful quality control.
We think of quality control as a management tool. As with all tools, whether or not you succeed with it depends very much on how well you use it. So we want to take care of this tool and use it for a long time, making improvements in it as we go. What top management is thinking is conveyed to all employees, and this can result in having all employees pulling in the same direction. There must be daily improvements. If workers become too complacent, they'll cease to make improvements. So we have to keep on looking for problems and solving them.
Effort have produced good results. We will see another example here today of people working together to make CMC even better by solving problems in your work area using quality control cycles.
As increasing numbers of Japanese companies move overseas, their management methods, including total quality control, move with them, introducing Japan's management style to various parts of the world. Carsonic Manufacturing Company, a Tennessee-based auto parts manufacturer, built a new factory to completely accommodate quality control on the production line. Honda's automobile plant in Ohio began building cars in the United States in 1982. After the morning assembly and the company-wide exercise routine that begins each day, leaders of each production unit meet to receive detailed advice and instructions from managers. All along the production line hang operation standards manuals, handmade and compiled by the workers, containing detailed descriptions and photographs of each specific work task on the line. Workers are expected to consult these manuals regularly to ensure maintenance of quality control. With 4,000 American employees who were completely new to Japanese management style, the Ohio plant was a bold test of the application of TQC in the United States. Production at the factory has recently increased, and many workers have been shifted to different jobs. Here, a new team member, recently moved from the motorcycle division, receives guidance from his team leader. While most U.S. auto manufacturers operate with more than 100 detailed, specific job classifications, Honda's Ohio plant has followed the Japanese style of maintaining no such definitions of jobs. Consequently, workers can be freely moved to new areas. The reference manuals are of particular help in facilitating these job rotations.
There are all different kinds of people in America. People who agree with our consensus approach of all working together on a job can fit in here quite easily. On the other hand, people accustomed to a vertical hierarchy have a much more difficult time adjusting to certain things. And some people are in the middle, I guess. People who work with this really have to have a good understanding of this, or they never will enjoy working with Japanese.
To date, about 300 U.S. companies have introduced Japanese-style quality control methods. But because of the significant cultural and job expectation differences between the two countries, these efforts have not always been successful. Westinghouse Electric, headquartered in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, provides one example of the successful rebirth of a company through the introduction of total quality control, modeled after the Japanese system. Executive Officer Marlin believes that the key to success lies in giving the worker a sense of participation in management. The 1,000 QC circles at Westinghouse provide employees with this opportunity. Japanese QC systems frequently find their way into U.S. companies through their Japanese counterparts and joint venture companies. Japan's quality control methods have found their way across the world to Southeast Asia, Europe, South America, and the Indian subcontinent. In India's capital city of New Delhi, the Moti Udoyogu Company is a joint venture between Japan's automaker Suzuki and India's state-owned car manufacturer. The factory is operated with TQC and Japanese management methods. The introduction of a system like QC, where all employees are placed on an equal footing, presents a direct challenge to India's deeply entrenched caste system. The 3,000 employees begin their morning with Japanese-style radio calisthenics. To eliminate all visible caste distinctions, all men in the company, including the president, wear the same uniform. The single exception is that Sikhs are allowed to wear turbans for religious reasons. To date, the company has sent about 300 employees to Japan to learn Japanese production methods. Back in India, they become team leaders on the production line, guiding other employees through the production process and providing the communication link between workers and management. Maltese QC circle groups meet once a week. This group is discussing how to repair defects in the crankshaft. Circle groups are created without regard to caste, transcending age-old cultural differences.
In studying the QC system, I learned about information systems and production management systems. Everybody works together in a team. That's very, very good. Managers and workers work together. That's best.
Ethnic group or caste is irrelevant. At this factory, we work together like a family for a common cause. So there have been absolutely no problems related to the caste system.
In Multi's employee dining hall, the company's Indian president, Mr. Barukaba, lines up with everyone else, an inconceivable occurrence outside the company's walls. To accommodate the dietary restrictions of India's many different sects, the company cafeteria provides a daily main dish comprised of vegetables and dairy products, which can be eaten by all.
We couldn't get a good product just by taking blueprints and technology from Japan. Both the Indian government and the top executives of multi-company were extremely eager to have Japanese-style management introduced at the same time. We gave up the practice of labeling new workers for a certain type of job depending on caste, and just considered them all regular members of the company. We instituted a system in which, after a person enters the company, he can move around to different jobs. And we remove barriers of caste. The result is that in this company, one feels almost no influence at all of the caste system.
Japanese QC activities can function only on the basis of equal human relationships in the workplace. At Multi, absolutely no consideration is given to caste in the hiring and treatment of its employees. In India, Japanese-style management is an experiment. Its success depends on the creation of a workplace whose rules of conduct are quite different from those of Indian society at large. Back at Toyota, the time has come for Harie's presentation to the company-wide conference, which is open for attendance to all employees. If a participant does well, he may be selected to represent Toyota Motors in regional and national conferences.
We did a test boiling off hot water, and at 4 minutes it rose to 70 degrees centigrade. We were successful in making a complete test of the process. Everybody in the group was really pleased with our success in detecting a defect and gained confidence. But when we discussed it with the team leader, he said that the important thing is to build the awareness of those who work together. He said you can have a better record by eliminating the instinctive and trick methods of detecting errors. So we decided to tackle the problem systematically.
These opportunities to speak provide a chance for a worker to rise and eventually to move into management. With products and production technologies constantly changing, the maintenance of quality control is an ongoing process requiring continuous vigilance on the part of management and workers alike.